What's poppin', YouTube? Okay, so this is Dr. Sunshine. I am back with another episode. I am live from St. Louis. I am actually here. So we all know I took a little bit of a hiatus. I had to get my life together and move across the country. So that is done. And I am here. I'm in St. Louis. So yay for that. Okay, so we have lots to cover because it's been a very eventful last couple of weeks. I think the last episode, when was the last episode? Let's see. The last episode was April 7th. So it's been almost 2 months since I've done a show. Wow. Okay, so it's been a hot little minute. So we've got lots to cover. So I'm going to talk about the move. I'm going to talk about my fitness journey. And I'm going to talk about these men. Okay. So let's get right into it. So it is May 27th. I really wanted to shoot a new episode because it's the 5 and 2 and 7 are like my numbers. And so today was the day, and I was like, it doesn't matter what I look like, what I got going on. I made sure I did my workout right before this episode. But I was like, I'm going to get this episode shot today. Sorry, the glare from my glasses is really bothering me. How can I even fix this? I don't know. But maybe if y'all give me a second because I'm not trying to look like Boo Boo the Fool. There's still kind of a glare, and I'm not feeling that background. So okay. Well, it just is what it is. Anyways, so I got to St. Louis May 3, 4. I think on the 5th of May. So I've been here a few weeks, trying to get settled, trying to get organized, trying to make this place my own. I've been to my job a lot of times since I've been here. I've been volunteering for graduation, and our last ceremonies are this coming weekend. We're honoring the 2020 grads, so I'm really excited for them because having been a 2020 grad, I know what this moment is going to feel like for them to be able to get their moment to walk across the stage. So really excited to work with the students and to start meeting some students. And so it was really cool because actually last week I was able to meet some of the students that I've been working with since October. And it was really great to put a face, officially with a name and things like that. So, so the move was long. It was hard. Ended up actually having to do 2 moves. So my family stayed in LA and I moved across the country. And doing both of those moves at the same time was very taxing on my body. And so I just really needed time to recover. In addition to that, the last 2 or 3 weeks right before the move, I was doing hair every day. And most days, like the last 2 weeks, I was doing 2 or 3 appointments a day. So I've really just been in recovery mode the last few weeks, not rushing to do too much, not trying to be outside for real, making some attempts to try to meet people, but it hasn't been very successful. But yeah, so just really, giving myself a moment to like be in the present and just feel all the feels and do what it do. So, anyways, the move is done. At this point, I'm still like waiting to get a couple of things for my apartment. Like I want to get a really nice couch set. We left the old couch set in LA. I really liked my old couch set. It was very vintage and it was totally my vibe. And I'm kind of depressed that I left it now because I don't have a couch. um, but I found some really cool options so far and really excited to decide on what I'm going to order so I can have a nice set in here. And I really want it to be, so basically right now, like I'm adulting, right? So I'm having to think about the future and if I have people over, what I want the space to look like. When I'm here by myself, what I want that space to feel like and look like and how I want it to be functional for game nights or things like that. And then also just for my own comfort. And the things that are really important to me right now is that I have a pretty large living room, but I don't want to take up the whole space with furniture. And so I've been looking at getting smaller sofas, like kind of like not a full couch and not really a love seat, but things that are like in that middle size range. And I want either a recliner or a chaise or a chair and a half with an ottoman because I really want to be able to lounge, like lay out and watch TV. I have this thing about like not being sideways when I'm watching TV. And so being able to be straight on is really important to me. So I really want to be able to get a chair and an ottoman setup so that I can be like straight onto the TV. And then I'm creating my in-home salon. And so eventually I'll do an episode and showcase my in-home salon. And I'm really excited about putting that together. I just ordered the official like barber chair so I can have that in here and get that situated. And I want to do like I've split my dining room into an office space and the hair salon area. And so one side is going to have the hair space and the other side has like my workspace that I'm using right now. And I want to be able to do like a grass wall and a grass wall, and I'm going to do a backdrop, one side for backdrop, so it's easier to take pictures and stuff when I'm done with clients, because I really struggled the last 3 years getting good photos of the hairstyles when I was done with folks, because I was in their personal space and I really didn't want to get too much of their backgrounds or their personal homes. And so, I didn't take too much or post really too much. Like I have all types of pictures and videos and stuff, but I didn't post a lot because I just really feel like I was always invading people's space. So really excited about that. And so I'll definitely do a follow-up video on when I get the salon space set up. And outside of that, getting the guest room set up. So I really want folks to actually visit. I lived in LA for 3 years and a lot of folks came to LA and I wouldn't see them, or they would forget that I'm there, or I might not have been available to see them and things like that. And then I was also living with my family. So then when people really actually needed like a place to stay, I couldn't provide it. But so many people have been so helpful to me over the years when I travel. And I want to be able to provide a space for folks if they ever come to St. Louis. And so I want to get the second bedroom set up and make it really cute for folks when they come. So I'll keep y'all posted on that too. And my aunt just hooked me up with an air fryer. So my air fryer just came today. So I'm really excited about that. And my kitchen is just about complete. I'm waiting on my toaster to arrive. So yeah, I think the only other thing about this move is that St. Louis just isn't, it's technically a major city, right? Like people know St. Louis, Nelly definitely put it on the map. People are very, like their baseball team is very popular here. Like people are really committed to the team, kind of like Dodgers fans. But honestly, the city really doesn't excite me. I'm not thrilled to be here, but I really enjoy my job. And so I'm happy to be here for my job. But it just is not this was not a city that I ever anticipated moving to. So yeah, being back in the Midwest is definitely different. I have already experienced all the seasons in 2 weeks. Um, you know, when I visited here earlier this year, I actually saw snow both times. I don't have an issue visiting snow. I don't know if I'm gonna like living in snow. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's really it. Just adjusting, getting acclimated, trying to meet people, trying to see the city and explore and stuff like that. One of the easiest ways I've been able to start exploring is taking the metro. I left my truck in LA, and so I want to get a brand new truck. And so I've been taking the metro and seeing the city. I've pretty much been all over the place. When I first got here, we had a rental, so that was really a lot easier to be able to see everything and go places. But slowly but surely, I will learn this city and figure all the ins and outs out. And then I also want to go over to East St. Louis, which apparently is like the hood and it's dangerous and all this stuff. But I want to see it for myself. And I want to go to the Hill. Apparently that's where like all the good food is. But yeah, so, if you're in St. Louis or you're from St. Louis and you want to hang out, let me know because I don't have anything else to do. And so speaking of which, having other things to do, I was talking to someone yesterday and I just basically said like, at this point, I'm just going to focus on 3 things. And so since there isn't much going on here, or at least I don't know about too much going on here, the things that I'm focusing on are my job, my gains, and my trips. And so it is the revival of Hot Girl Summer. So I will be traveling a lot this summer. I'm very excited about that. I have 10 trips, I think, planned for this summer. So between June to September, I already have all these trips that are going to be happening. And because of the major trip, my first trip international since 2019, I have been working really hard to get my body together, and self-fitness has been a huge, major piece of what I've been up to since March. I've been super committed and consistent, and I will share with y'all my results. I just went and got like an in-body assessment yesterday, and I have lost so far 3 inches off of my lower belly and 8 pounds since March. So I'm really proud of that. I don't know if it's super noticeable to other people, but I can definitely see the difference in how my body looks. And I'm doing, some people do like before and after photos. Some people look at the scale. Some folks just kind of, wait till they see exactly what they're trying to see. But I'm doing a little bit of everything. And so I've been putting on this swimsuit that I want to wear to the Dominican Republic. And it's a very, you need to have a nice body to wear this swimsuit. I don't know why I kept it when I ordered it in 2020. It's definitely not something that I would normally feel comfortable wearing. But it is definitely motivation to lose this belly, lose back fat, and get my booty to be more plump. And so I tried it on again today, actually, and took some more photos and video. And I feel really good because it definitely looks a lot better on me now. When I put it on in March, my boobs are falling out of it. It was just too small, essentially. My stomach looked huge in it. And today, my breast fit a lot better inside of the top part, and the middle part, like your whole stomach is out. And so my stomach was not as big and round like it was the first time I put it on, and I felt way more comfortable in it today. So I'm really hoping that by the time I go on my trip, I will feel obviously more comfortable and I can actually wear it while I'm there. But if I don't wear it, I still will be proud of the changes I've made. So as far as like the fitness and the weight loss goes, I've been really focused. I've changed my diet. I've cut out a lot of stuff and added in more. So, excuse me, I cut out soda, bad or unhealthy snacks, red meat, and so like beef, pork, and chicken. I don't eat that stuff at home, and especially now being in my own apartment and not having like three different people trying to eat all different types of things. I can just focus on what I'm trying to do, and so that's been really helpful. And so I'm only eating shrimp and salmon, and then like lots of guacamole, which is a healthy fat. I've been eating tons of guacamole, and like switching it up. So like this week I made like a homemade Chipotle burrito bowl. I've done like tacos. I've done avocado toast, which actually was really good at home. I did avocado toast and I did two pieces, and one was with like mushroom and tomato, and the other one was with a fried egg. And so I have like pictures and videos of all that. And eventually I'm going to put like a whole montage together to show y'all like my workouts and my food. But yeah, so that's been great, just experimenting with trying to make eating healthy fun for myself. And so I've been doing that, and I just bought protein, and I've never been like into like making my own protein shakes. I've always just purchased them pre-made, and that's just what works for me. But I bought protein powder. I bought a hazelnut spread similar to Nutella, but like a healthier version. I've got chocolate and vanilla almond milk, and I'm gonna do like one that's like a chocolate peanut butter situation. And so I bought this healthy chocolate sauce, and I have like a healthy peanut butter. And so I'm gonna use that to make like a chocolate peanut butter version, and then I have like a lot of frozen fruit, and I'll use the vanilla for that. And so I'm really excited to start doing those. Those will start next week. My goal is to do one smoothie a day because protein apparently is super important, and to make sure you get that into your diet to, like if you really want to build your booty, according to all the things that I've been watching and reading. So I'm hoping that by the time I leave for my trip, these 3.5 weeks with this protein powder will show an improvement. Because honestly, like I'm really happy with like how full my butt has gotten. Honestly, like it is a handful there. But the problem is I have really severe hip dips. So because of that, the size of my butt it doesn't look as round as I want it to. And so yeah. So that's what I've been working on. Additionally to that, what else did I cut out? I really wish I had like my little. It'll be a lot easier if I have my notes. Sorry. All right, so 1 second. Okay. So, I'm in a caloric deficit. So I think I need about 2,500 calories to maintain the weight that I am. And obviously, we're not trying to maintain this weight. So I'm down to about 1,500 calories a day. I'm definitely eating smaller portions of my food, and I am training myself to stop eating once I'm full or satisfied, and not overeating anymore, which I think was a really big issue for me because I don't like to waste food. But I've been making sure that I just stop. And so if I can't finish it, I just can't finish it. Intermittent fasting, so I don't start eating until about 9 or 10 a.m. and then I try to eat my last meal by 7. Tonight is a fail because I want to make sure this episode got done, and I also need to get my workout in, so I'll have to eat after this episode. But it'll still be early enough that I'll have the full amount of time to digest my food and all that type of jazz. Definitely increasing my water. I think I showed y'all in the last episode that I got a 1/2-gallon water bottle. So that's my best friend. I take it everywhere, and I've definitely been increasing my water. I'm only drinking water, so I'm not drinking soda or juices or anything else. Technically, people can have like teas and stuff like that. But water is my main source of beverage. The only other thing that I drink every day without fail are my Bolt House smoothies. But like I said, I'll be drinking the protein shakes moving forward. So yeah, and then like I said, I'm pescatarian, so I'm only eating fish at home, fish and seafood, whatever. I'm working out every day. I was informed that I needed to take a rest day, so Wednesdays are my rest days, but every other day I'm working out. I've increased all of what I'm doing. So right now I'm in a 2-a-day workout situation. And so I do like an intense workout in the morning, and then I do just a walk in the afternoons after work. And so last week I did a mile after work, and this week I'm trying to do 2 miles. Next week, since I also got a gym membership out here, and so I'll be going to the gym, and my goal is to do the 12-3-30 thing that I saw online as my cardio. I'll also be doing cycling again, which I'm so thrilled about. Cycling and Stairmaster, and well, I'll put on my calendar. One second. So I already planned my workouts for next week, and that is really what helps me to stay organized and on task because otherwise I won't remember what I'm doing. Oh, and nope, that's not it. Cycling. Maybe I think I might have put cycling 3 times a week, and yeah. I put cycling 3 times a week and Stairmaster twice. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 days a week and doing cardio after my workouts. And so I have it right now. So I saw this thing that said that you should do like push, pull, full body, like rotations. And so for me, I don't have it listed as that, but basically doing like, your upper body stuff, your lower body stuff, and then your full body workouts. I have it listed as like abs, ab day, back day, upper body, and glutes, which is like really focusing on my lower body, but trying to make sure that I'm switching it up. I don't do the same things every day. That way it's not getting boring, but also targeting different areas of my body because I'm really focused on several goals. And you cannot, the two things that I just keep being ingrained in my head is that you can't outwork a bad diet. So it's very important to eat, to make sure that what you're eating is fueling your success. And then also, dang, that quickly went out of my head. You can't outwork a bad diet, and you can't spot reduce fat. So because of that, I am hoping that even though like my main goal is to lose my belly fat, that it will reduce the fat all over. And so that's why I really want to get into the gym so that I can start lifting weights again. I really enjoy back day at the gym because it's just certain things that even though I've been doing it with resistance bands, I know that I'll see quicker results with the machines at the gym. So I'm kind of annoyed though because I chose this apartment complex because there's a gym on site, but it's under renovation right now, so it's not even open. So I can't get in there. So I had to pay for a gym membership, which also was doubly annoying because I work for an institution with a rec center, but they're only opening the rec center to the students. And so I don't have access to it. So I got a gym membership for the summer, and I plan to be in there 5 days a week. And so that will be hopefully helping me to achieve these goals. So I will keep y'all posted as promised because I have finally gotten below 180 pounds. Right now I'm at 176.4 as of this morning. And I'm just really excited about that because I was really struggling with getting below that number. I've been over 180 pounds for a very long time. And so now that I'm finally below that, just want to keep going. And apparently I need to lose about 20 pounds to be healthy because I am overweight for my height and I'm just fat. So even though for some people when they look at me, I look small, I don't look very fat or overweight. I am, and I've known this for a long time. And now that I've actually been consistent and focused, and I know what I'm doing, I'm seeing results, and so I'm gonna stay on this path. So that's that about fitness. I did want to share some cool things that I got with y'all. So I just got a stepper. So I'm doing on Saturdays, I'm doing step aerobics classes via YouTube, and that was fun. I just got a new jump rope. So I think last summer I shared with y'all that I had got a jump rope that counts. Like it has a counter in it. This is the old version of that. And so you can see the numbers right there. This one is like a what do you call that? Like a manual counter. And so I just received today actually from Amazon my new digital counter. And so that is right here. Nope. Yeah, here we go. So on here, it'll give me a digital counter. So I'm really excited about that because I don't, ooh, nice, because I don't want to have to use that one because it was just really not the best. And when I travel though, I will be taking that one because this one has a lithium battery in it, and you know, airplanes have issues with you traveling with that type of stuff. So I'll be taking the manual counter when I go to the Dominican Republic, so I can still get my jumps in while I am away. But that's that. And then I also got these BFR bands, blood flow restriction bands. I tried to put them on today, and it didn't really feel like it was restricting anything. So what I do instead, what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks before I could get these, was I was using my resistance bands and just putting it around both legs and just increasing the resistance. So that actually feels a lot better and more secure, like it's actually doing something. So these might get returned actually, but I'm gonna try again tomorrow and see if it works or doesn't work. But yeah, so I also got a brand new yoga mat. I got the thicker kind because my old version, like I was feeling a lot of pressure on my knees when I was doing some of my yoga practices or my like fire hydrants or donkey kicks. And so I needed a thicker one. And what else did I get? I think that's it for the new stuff. I really wanted to get a kettlebell or kettlebells, and I really wanted to get some more dumbbells, but now that I have the gym membership, I don't need that stuff right now, but I'll probably get some cool sets in the fall. And I really want to get a bench for my house, but we'll see. If I really like my membership, then maybe I'll keep it. The place that I'm going to seems to be pretty popular, so maybe I'll find like a workout bay or something. Who knows? But something to keep me motivated to still be in the gym after this membership ends. But yeah, so that's that. And so speaking of bays, I had initially, like when I moved here, I started getting back on the apps again, and I was like, yes, this is so much fun. I'm like getting connected to a whole bunch of people, and hopefully I can start going on a bunch of dates. And I, just assumed that I would be able to actually go on dates, right? Like people would ask me out, I would say yes, and we would go out. Well, it's still the same shit, y'all. Like, I don't know what is wrong with this generation of men. I don't know what's going on with the times. But it's like people just refuse to follow through on an actual date. And I kind of think it's just me because I have friends who go out on real dates. They got men buying them stuff, flying them out. Like, I don't know what it is about me that I just am not having the same experience. So I had thought about doing like I forgot what I called it. I was going to do like a Hunger Games situation and like let y'all know what was going on with these people. But honestly, it's been 2 weeks and all of them have fell through the cracks. Literally right before this episode, all like literally all of them have fallen through. So I met one person. His name was Rob. I met him and also I'm not doing nicknames this time. I just don't care anymore. So I met this guy named Rob. I went and met him in person, and he didn't look like the pictures, like enough like the pictures, and he just gave me like old man vibes, and I just wasn't feeling it. Then I started talking to somebody else, went to meet him in person, and he was cool and all, but I felt a little bit like catfish. Like I've never really seen a guy have to use his angles to make himself look better. Like I've just never seen that before. And when I went and met him in person, he had man boobs. And I said this on my live the other day, on my personal live, and like I don't have an issue with overweight men or big guys or teddy bears or football players or whatever build you want to call it, right? It doesn't bother me. But I just was surprised because in the photos he ain't look like that. And so he had, shared his Instagram. And so I went on his Instagram page and I saw that he has lost a ton of weight. And so he probably just needs to tone at this point to get, the man boobs to go away and to like make them into pectoral muscles, like real pecs. But it is what it is. So that was Dion. And then there was also this guy named Eric. He refused to FaceTime me. Finally FaceTime him, and like his teeth, every other tooth was missing down in the bottom. And no, I can't do it. I don't know what it is about men between ages like 28 and 36, but y'all need to go to the dentist. Y'all need to take care of your oral health. Y'all want to be out here giving females head and stuff like that, but your teeth look jacked up. There's built-on plaque. Your teeth are yellow. Y'all smoke, and so there's like all this buildup. Or you might not have teeth, and that also is a problem. You should not have teeth. And so the dude was trying to tell me that he was like 31 or something. I'm like, you're not 31 with no teeth in your face. It's not happening. So he eventually fell off because I can't fake the funk. Like I had to finish having the conversation with him that night, to be courteous, but I couldn't. I can't. You have to have a full mouth of teeth. So he didn't work out. There's another guy named Marcus. He said he's gonna cook me some hot wings. I still ain't had them hot wings. There's another guy named Kaide, which is a very interesting name. This one I just can't. I think he's dealing with some demons. He started off all the conversations like basically talking about how he, doesn't have too many friends. Everybody he was friends with is not his enemy. He don't really F with a lot of people. Blah, 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 blah. Then like telling me all his business about like what his goals were for like work and all the businesses he wants to start. And like, while I don't mind having those conversations, it was like, at that time, it was like too early for you to tell me like all your long-term goals. Like, sir, let me just figure out the basics first. Like, do you have a job now type stuff, right? So that was interesting up until the point where we were supposed to go on a date. So he had said that he really enjoyed bowling. So that was kind of what kicked off the conversations. I love bowling, so I was down to go on a bowling date. We were set up to go out on a Thursday, and I didn't realize that I had to work late. So once I realized that I had to work late, and I needed to go home and shower, and by the time we were to go, the bowling alley would have been closed. So he was like, okay, let's reschedule. So then we rescheduled, and this was like 3 days later. We were supposed to go out, and he basically tells me that he doesn't have enough money to pay for dinner. And I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. And it's not about, this is the main thing. I'm not really the type of person who's into lots of money. I don't need you to spend hundreds of dollars on me. I don't need you to take me to the fanciest places. I really just value people spending time with me. And I just feel like his priorities were all over the place. And so he tried to tell me that okay, y'all, I don't have my car out here, so I can't judge nobody if they don't have a car, right? Like, I don't have a car. So before we got to the first time we're supposed to go out, he was like, "Oh, I just want to let you know that I don't have a car right now. I'm saving up to get a car. But I'm gonna make sure that we have like a driver for the night." Blah blah. I said, "Okay, cool, whatever." So then the day of, he gets like, "Oh, well, I just went ahead and got a rental. It's payday, so I just went ahead and got a rental so that you and I can go out and have no problems." Da 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 da. I was like, "Okay, that's great, but you really didn't have to do that." Blah blah blah. Then some days go by. Like I said, we get to Sunday, we're supposed to go on this bowling date, and he's like, "I can't. I'm trying." I was like, "Well, what is it that you want to do?" He's like, I'm trying to figure it out." I said, "Okay, well, did you still want to get dinner?" Because at this point, I'm like hungry and I want to eat, and so I'm trying to figure out if I need to eat before I see him or if we're gonna eat together. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm trying to figure it out because I don't really have money to pay for dinner." And I was thinking about if we either go bowling or walk in the park. And I'm like, bowling is a $5 activity. Walking in the park is free. Why you can't afford dinner? It's not making sense for me. Now, I actually could have paid for dinner, but I'm not paying for dinner on the first date with no new person. It's not happening. Especially if I didn't initiate the date. Now, if I ask you on a date, then I'll cover it. That ain't no problem. But no. So I basically just told him we're not on the same page. He was like, "Well, yeah, I apologize. Like, I started taking my family out and doing stuff for people, and I just I didn't budget properly and all this stuff." And in my mind, I'm like, "See, that's the problem. We're not aligned." Like, first of all, if I tell somebody I'm going to do something for them or with them, I'm going to do it. So if I made plans to go out on a date with somebody and I know I need to have funds available, I'm going to set those funds aside to make sure that I can do that, right? Secondly, I'm not about to go out and splurge just because I got a check. So that gives me the feeling that you're living check to check, which is not good, and that's not what I'm trying to promote. You're not prioritizing your money, and you're not giving me you're not focused on me either, right? So I'm just like, we're not aligned. We're not trying to do the same things, and you don't know what you want to do. So I was like, I can't do it. So I just got a piece out on him. Then like the next couple of days, he texted me again, and he was just like, "Hey, good morning," and it's acting like nothing happened. And I was like, I'm kind of surprised you texted me because I could have sworn I told you I wasn't interested. He was like, "Oh, well, I had put in so much time, and I just felt like I didn't want to waste the time that I put into this, and I like you, and I think you should give me another chance because I made a mistake." Da da da. And I was like, "It's not about you making a mistake. It's not about you putting a whole lot of time in, sir. It's only been a week and a half of texting. We've done nothing else. I haven't seen you. We ain't gone nowhere. You ain't spent no money on me. What time you invested in this? Please stop. And if this is what you think is investing a lot of time, you ain't met me for real. Because I've invested a lot of time in a whole bunch of niggas and ain't shit came from that." So shut it up. So anyways, he's done with. And then I'm trying to think if I feel like there was one more person I'm missing, y'all. Probably was conversation. Oh, there was this other guy I'm supposed to go out on a date with on Sunday as well. We're supposed to have a gym date. Wanted to meet at Planet Fitness. I asked him before, did he want to pick me up or did he want to meet there? He said he wanted to meet there. I said, "Okay, cool, no problem." So I had to leave an hour ahead because I was going to take the bus. And I texted him an hour in advance to say, "Hey, just want to make sure we're still meeting today." He was like, "Yeah, I'll see you in about an hour." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm just on my way out now, so I just wanted to make sure." As I had to walk for that particular time frame. I had to walk 15 minutes up to the bus stop, the main bus that's on like the main street. And as I get up there, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cancel." Nigga, I've already walked a mile. Are you serious right now? So we go back and forth, exchange a little bit. I call on FaceTime. He does not pick up the actual like video part, which is also always a red flag, y'all. If they don't pick up the FaceTime, something's going on. So we basically don't see each other. So I was really frustrated, and what I decided to do was, since I was already outside and I had already made this trek, I'm gonna just continue going to where I'm going, and over in the same like plaza where the Planet Fitness was a Schnucks, which is like the grocery brand out here. So I went to check out a Schnucks because I haven't been in one, and I wanted to see if they had vegan options, which they do not. And if Schnucks gets wind of this video, y'all need to add some vegan options into your store. I mean, even Walmart has vegan eggs. Come on, y'all. So, anyways, I went ahead and ran my errands, came back home, then tried to, set it up with Kaide. It didn't work out. Anyways, I ain't heard from this dude since. But I went into the other gym brand that is popular out here, and I think I saw the dude in there working out. And he didn't talk to me. He didn't approach me because obviously I was like walking with one of the gym's employees or whatever. But I was just like, ain't this some shit? You can't text me back, but you ain't dead. You wasn't injured in no severe way. Ain't shit happened to your hands. But you ain't here working out. All right. So that guy's done with. And I thought he could have been cool. We were having a really good conversation. But some of the conversation, I kind of felt like all he was really after was some sex. And I don't want just that from people. Like, I really want to engage in dating someone. Like, I want to go out, explore, have fun, do stuff in addition to that. And so it's really frustrating that didn't work out. So anyways, then there was the last person who I really hate that this is not going anywhere with him, because I really liked him. He was super attractive. He got his head on straight. He's in school, multiple jobs, so sources of income. He has a nice new apartment, a nice car, like decent person. He got, some things in his history that I wouldn't brag about, but he seemed nice enough. Things were going great with him. I thought things would continue to go great. But we had a conversation yesterday, and he basically just made it sound like he don't have time to do what I'm trying to do. And that's fine, because, sometimes you get on the apps just to see what's out there. Sometimes you go on the apps just to get a nut. And, whatever. But he's too busy, and it's evident. And so I'm over that too. But it just is what it is. So Dom is no more. Now maybe, hopefully, we'll be friends, because I actually legitimately like this person as a human. And so we'll see if anything comes from that, but I'm not holding my breath about it. So yeah, so honestly, so far, not good. St. Louis really has not given me anything to work with. I'm not impressed with what these niggas look like. I'm not impressed with any of the caliber of these men. And so I'm hoping, I was just added to a group meet today with young professionals. And so I'm hoping that in this group, some of the social outings or something will lead to meeting someone that's minimally meeting the things that I'm looking for. The bare minimum is be attractive, have a passport, have 1 degree, and no kids. That's it. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know how to wrap it in a bow and make it pretty, but the bare minimum are those 4 things. And, I guess the bonus would be some good sex, but at this point, I don't need them for that either. But yeah, so just telling y'all like it is. I thought this was going to be fun, but it's not. So I'm just looking for my trips, and I will have fun while I'm out, and seeing people and meeting people and doing things in that way. But doing it here, I just don't see anything coming from this. So, I really thought, because honestly, y'all, I don't know why the Lord brought me to St. Louis, but I just knew one of the reasons had to be because my future husband is here, or I'm going to meet him because I'm here, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he coming here on a conference. Maybe he coming here because he got to go to a Cardinals game. I don't know. But, it's only been 3 weeks, so obviously it's not going to happen like that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not delusional. But in the meantime, I still want to have some fun. I want to have some companionship, want to be like around somebody. So we'll see, it just is what it is. And I'll keep y'all posted as I do. But that just is what it is. So this is season 2. I didn't even welcome y'all to everything under the sun. My fault. Thank y'all for tuning in for today's live episode. Y'all wish me luck with everything out here. So work, fitness, love life, travels, getting my apartment together. Yeah, so I'll keep y'all posted. This will probably break down into like 5 other episodes, but I do have a lot more content to give y'all this summer. I'm gonna try to be very consistent and do shows on Sundays. I haven't figured out what time I want to do just yet, but I definitely want to do Sundays with everything under the sun. So look forward to that. I think the next episode is going to be talking about how do you make friends as an adult. And then maybe I'll get some more features this summer with some guest, plural, guests. Can y'all hear the other S? So yeah, so that's that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I will holler at y'all on the flip side.